This quaint and cute city is riddled with vineyards, museums, and boutique shops. It's at the foot of the Blue Ridge Mountains too, so there are plenty of outdoor activities and stunning nature spots just round the corner. You can't skip the city's UNESCO World Heritage Sites, Monticello and the Academical Village, and no holiday here would be complete without a trip to one of the 30 local vineyards. In this video, you'll see the top 10 things to see and do in Charlottesville. The suggestions are based on our several exciting trips to the City of Angels. Here are our top 10 picks. Begin with number 1, Shenandoah National Park. Skyline Drive is designated a National Scenic Byway and National Historic Landmark, listed in the Register of Historic Places. This legendary American drive is easily accessible from Charlottesville and offers one of the most scenic and enjoyable mountain rides in the country. No matter the season. A 105-mile linear road, Skyline Drive is less than 30 minutes from Charlottesville and accessed via the Northern Parkway terminus at Interstate 64 and Skyline Drive. Head north from the terminus near Waynesboro towards the fabled Blue Ridge Mountains, running virtually the entire length of Shenandoah National Park. Number 2 is the Thomas Jefferson's Monticello. Jefferson chose the little mountain of Monticello as home for his expansive plantation, working farm, and homestead upon completing his term as the 3rd President of the United States. The site houses thousands of artifacts and rare Jefferson ephemera. Guided tours of his home and grounds allow up-close inspection of his papers, books, and furniture. Take special note of the period polygraph letter copying machine in his study, a device Jefferson called the finest invention of the present age. Number 3, Historic Downtown Mall. Charlottesville's downtown mall is a pedestrian-only area that occupies a 7-block span along historic East Main Street in the heart of the city. If you're getting peckish but not sure what you're in the mood for, this is the place to visit for inspiration, with over 3 dozen cafes, restaurants, and miscellaneous eateries to satisfy every taste. It's also the center of Charlottesville's art scene, including the music hall at the Jefferson Theater and performances of all kinds at Paramount Theater. Number 4, University of Virginia. The University of Virginia was founded back in 1819 by Thomas Jefferson. It was opened as a public university, which was a progressive choice at the time. It was ranked as the 4th best public national university in the U.S. in 2022 by the U.S. News and World Report, and it attracts students from across the country to Charlottesville. The university offers historical tours through the University Guide Service, which could be a great way to kill a morning or afternoon in Charlottesville if you're a history enthusiast. The campus is enchanting, with its stretches of well-kept lawn and Victorian-style buildings. It's definitely worth taking an hour or 2 to explore the campus. Number 5 in our list, Saunders-Monticello Trail. This not too arduous 4-mile trail covers a vast range of landscapes over its short course. From native hardwood forests to ravines and viewpoints with panoramic views of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Whether you want to bike it, walk it, or run it, the trail is paved and flat, the perfect holiday walk through the woods. The trail starts at the Kemper Park and Arboretum, then winds its way along Carter Mountain until arriving at the entrance of Thomas Jefferson's house, Monticello. There are woodpeckers and migrating raptors that will accompany your walk too. Number 6, Jefferson Vineyards. Charlottesville is surrounded by lush meadows that are the perfect backdrop to the area's local vineyards. Let the natural setting of Jefferson's Vineyards take you away from the stress and rush of everyday life, with the help of a little wine, of course. The first vineyard on the estate dates back to 1774 when it was owned by Thomas Jefferson and Philip Motsey. It's just 15 minutes away from downtown Charlottesville, and it's got one of the best track records for award-winning wines in the region. Their white wines are especially renowned, so make sure you sample as many different bottles as you can. Number 7. James Monroe's Highland. Wondering where the best history spots are in Charlottesville? Welcome to the old home of the 5th President of the United States. James Monroe's Highland. This modest cottage property and its surrounding land were integral to the private life of the president. Despite the beauty of the setting and the property itself, there is a darker history you'll explore whilst you're here. Slavery. Between 1799 and 1865, Monroe owned 53 different slaves who worked the land and served the household against their will. In fact, of the 178 slaves Monroe had throughout his lifetime, only one was ever set free. Number 8. Walnut Creek Park. Walnut Creek Park is a favorite area for outdoor enthusiasts. This 525-acre state park is heavily wooded, with several well-marked hiking trails surrounding Walnut Creek Lake and a well-stocked fishing hole with largemouth bass, sunfish, crappies, and catfish. Canoe rentals are available here, and seasonal swimming is possible at the park's 2 beaches. Walnut Creek is also extremely popular among mountain bikers. Best for intermediate to expert riders, the bike trails here are often steep. Riders will be rewarded with a great workout but need to be watchful for exposed roots and loose rock. Number 9. Blue Ridge Mountain. It's hard to beat the breathtaking vistas of the Central Virginia Blue Ridge Mountains from 1,500 feet above it, all in a hot air balloon. This 4-season adventure delivers stunning views of rolling foothills and magnificent farmland that form the patchwork quilt of Albemarle County. Rides range from 60 to 90 minutes and include return ground transport to launch sites, as the weather at soaring height is quite similar to that on the ground. Finish with number 10, Virginia Discovery Museum. This cute little museum is the ideal stop for parents traveling with toddlers. The Virginia Discovery Museum began as a set of traveling exhibits that started up in 1981 and traveled around central Virginia. Later on, it was given a permanent spot in Charlottesville's downtown mall in 1990. There's loads of hands-on exhibits that will keep the little ones busy so you can get a moment of peace. Traveling with kids can be a bit daunting sometimes, so finding spaces like this where they can come and play and meet other kids can be a real relief. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite thing to do in Charlottesville? Is there something we missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to Greenable if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.